What's up everybody, Iojiki here, welcome back to Game Jumping, the show where indecisiveness is okay. Today we decided to play a little bit more of Legends of Runeterra. Now I've been playing this quite a bit off stream, I should say quite a bit, because last time we played, I think it was the first look on open beta, and we played, we did an adventure, or an expedition. I've since finished the expedition. I think we ended up 6-0 on the first trial, and then the second trial was terrible. So the way that expedition works is you have one trial, and you have two trials in total, like 2 attempts at it, and you get rewards based on the highest that you've reached in one trial. So yeah, didn't do too well there. I mean, 6-0 is okay. Since then I've kind of been grinding out the quests and the weekly vaults. We have this one to do today unless I decide to re-roll it, which is play 3 champions from Frejord or Shadow Isles. So we might make a deck to try and do that best we can. Also, we'll get PvP bonuses and stuff. We are trying to get our weekly vault up. Now you can see that this unlocks in 12 hours, a little bit abouts. We're going to try and see if we get as much experience as we can. We should get quite a lot for reaching, these are, I believe, platinum. You can go up to level 13. We're only at level 10. So we might not get that any higher. We'll see. We'll get at least 1,000. And now I have a deck that I was playing for a different quest, which is the this Overwhelming Force deck, which basically I made to just punch in for damage best I can. And it works pretty okay. It works pretty all right. One card I definitely don't like is, God, where is it? Legion General's good. Intimidating Roar is good. I'd like another one of these Hearth Guards, Avaros and Hearth Guards. Reckoning, I think it was. So that's if you have a 5+ power ally, kill all units with the 4 or less power. The problem that I found is that when I get to level when I get to turn 6, I don't want to kill, like, I still have stuff that I want to keep up, and none of my opponent, like, all my opponents have higher stuff, so it's better to just get some sort of damage maybe. So I might take that out and see if we can replace it with something, and then just continue on with this deck. This isn't the best deck at all, but we also are free to play right now, so we don't have a lot of good cards. I may get the starter bundle. I'm not sure. We'll see how much, because there's quite a bit of, like, I'm enjoying this game quite a bit. So yeah, Avalanche could be okay. Like, throwing in a Decimate might be fine. Do I have Decimate? I have Noxian Guillotine. Would be nice to have a second one. No Decimate. Intimidating Roar, we have Max. We have this one, Captain Farron, that does Decimates. We've got 2 Darius, I believe, that does Decimates. So, I mean, Decimate by itself is kind of meh. Crowd Favorite's okay. What else do we have that does Overwhelm? Overwhelm. Yeah, that's about it. We have oh no, we have this one as well. Show and owned. Feral Mystic. Pretty okay. Grant the top unit in our deck +3/+3 and Overwhelm. And this itself has Overwhelm. I don't want to craft anything right now, because you can see, because we don't have a lot of wild cards, and I'm working on trying to get wild cards so I can make a cat deck similar to what we played last stream. I say cat deck, but it's a Pursuit of Knowledge, which summons the Catastrophe or Cataclysm or whatever it is. So I want to work towards that deck if possible. We could actually probably make that deck, but crowd favorite, we'd have to have at least 2 other dudes. Ancient Yeti. Doesn't look like we have anything that that'll be for Overwhelm. I'm just trying to do Reckoning right now. We don't have a lot of spider allies, so that doesn't really help us. Tavern Keeper, Battlecaster. We can throw in Katarina. No, we have 6 champions already, so we can't throw in Katarina. I don't even know if I would want to anyway. I kind of want another Avaros and Hearthguard. Let's see. How many? See, I only have 1 purple wild card. Oof. Let me look at Pursuit. Wait, Did I not look at Pursuit? Ah, because it's okay. It's only showing save. Okay, so we want to look at cards. Pursuit. I want to see if we have any of these. Is it not called Pursuit? Cat? Oh, I was searching for only ones I had. There we go. Pursuit of Perfection. That's the one that we want to get. 20 cards with different names. But I want the another Avarice. You know what? Right now, I think I'm going to get the Hearthguard. Let's get one of these. I could use the balance, but I think I'm going to use the wild card for it. All right. We might be able to make something a little bit more fine-tuned. Not this deck particularly, but maybe something a little bit more with buffs. Hearth. There we go. Let's add another one of those in. Done. Save. All right, I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and go into a game and see if we can do anything. Obviously, we're gonna throw this into ranked, not because we think we're particularly good at it, but because there's not a whole lot of downside to playing in ranked. Like, but if you just lose, if you lose, then I think you do lose points, but once you get to a certain thing, like, you're locked in. So I'll keep that. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Obviously, I'm still learning this game, but we're going first. Oh, there's a Braum turn 3.
What's that noise?
Okay, well, at least he won't be able to block this. Most likely we won't trade with them either. We'll let our mana pool up and then we can play Marksman if we wanted to, or Braum. He's gonna kill my thing. Or pump his. Yep. There's nothing we can do about that, so we're just gonna take it. Okay, we are gonna take. I can do Braum right now.
How can Braum help?
We're just gonna start building it up. Might as well.
The spirits of the betrayed are restless.
Yes, rest is very important.
Okay.
First we fight. Have you met my shield?
If he has like a pump, he doesn't have a pump spell, so it doesn't matter. Right now, we're just basically charging Braum up for 4. Because he doesn't have any mana. Even if he had a pump spell, he doesn't have any mana to do it, so.
It is easy, see?
And also, we can unbond that by playing Marksman. If he plays something, that is. I think Marksman might be the play. You can do Marksman and then you do Culling Strike.
I've never known beauty like yours.
You've no idea.
And we'll probably Culling Strike Elise. 3+ other spiders. So let's do Marksman.
Hear that?
She's not going to level till the start of round anyway. So she may get the spider buff when she attacks. She'll have 3 other spiders, but it's not going to be...
Gotcha.
If we can kill at the end of turn, then she won't level up.
To my pet.
Sadly, we can't Culling Strike the Callista. Yeah.
Skitter out from the darkness.
And so she's gonna kill that. We are gonna block here. Oh, it's fearsome, huh? Oh, they're both fearsome. Well, that's a bummer.
Left for a snack? You are safe with Brom.
Guess we'll do that, and then we'll block here as well.
Only danger.
Actually, we'll block here.
Won't be a warning shot.
Okay, that's what we gotta do. So we'll take, we'll end up taking 2.
Our vengeance manifested in you.
Hunted down.
Callista's getting quite a buff on that. Okay. 5. We want to probably attack into Callista first. We'll add the Frostbite just in case, and then we can always play Poro and then Sentry on their turn. So
Let's show our friends they show me your best.
we have the Frostbite just in case they do a pump to kill Braum. Most likely he's gonna just drain or do something to kill Braum. If he's gonna do it.
It's playtime.
Okay, so that's a gonna suck. Callista's gonna power up soon. Be a 5/3 fearsome. Yeah. Maybe we just stun her. Oh, we can't. All right. So he definitely wants to level up Callista here. So we'll take the 2 and let Callista level up. What's that? It's I bond with an ally when played. Grant it +2. Attack, revive that ally attacking and reforge our bond. So she's only going to get the dude back earlier. So I'm fine with that.
Stand behind Brom.
So Brahm's going to level 2 on here. We didn't need to do the Arachnid stun now, so we can play Darius at the end of turn. They're obviously thinking about something. It's possible that they either have a pump or some sort of kill spell, I imagine, for Braum. Some kind of combat trick. Callista is going to level up here. Nothing? Okay.
Time to celebrate.
Death to all betrayers!
Okay. The fearsome's going to be a problem a little bit. We'll have the Poros to deal with it. Now the question is, do I pass and let them play something? I think I pass and let them play something and see if they just pass it to me or not. I don't care if they pass it back to me.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Okay, there's an Elise. So we'll play Darius here.
I'll handle this myself. It is easy, see?
1 damage to an enemy unit. I guess we do in attacks. Block Callista. Gonna do like escaped abomination sort of thing. There's not really a good attack in here.
The Legion waits.
I guess let's just attack in.
Strength above all.
We'll throw Callista in front of Braum.
Have fun.
See what they do here. We're trying to overwhelm anyway, so. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't block with the abomination. What am I doing? Alright.
Just wanted to play.
It's gonna kill Braum probably. Maybe we got aggressive with blocking Callista. Okay. Yep. So that's gonna kill Braum, that's fine.
Every betrayal sharpens our resolve.
Stay safe, my friend.
We got some value out of that, so we'll play Bergman.
It was right on my tail.
Everos and Hearthguard's gonna be good. And we probably want to kill one of the spiders.
Shh. There it is. Can't afford to miss.
So young.
Okay, that's probably good. I imagine he's gonna play something before he attacks. If he does, we have Tryndamere. It's a really good block. If not, we can do Hearthguard and Omen Hawk are good. Or the stun. We could do the stun too. We have a lot of options to try and halt it. Also, they have Fearsome, and we can block those because we have 3 or more. I am kind of nervous about the Escaped Abomination or the Callista value of resummoning.
You won't suffer long.
So, yeah, it summons a hapless aristocrat. So, I don't think he can give first strike. So let's do that.
Isn't the only danger.
We'll do this.
Bar the doors.
And then we'll block. These, I guess, and
This won't be a fair fight.
kind of see where he goes. We have a frostbite if we need it, if there's a pump. Otherwise, I'm fine with this trade. Unless he has a kill spell like a revenge or something. Alright, now we have our turn. Question is, do we play Tryndamere here? I think the better play is to play Avarosan and Omen Hawk. Tryndamere kind of puts us... let's play Trynd.
Join me in battle.
Kind of wish we had one more spell mana. Perfect. Uh-oh. Never mind. Kill all units with Ruination. Okay, well, Tryndamere's gonna level. Yeah. So we have Overwhelm. He can block. We can deal 5, 6, 7, 8 if we wanted. More if we play some dudes. I'm kind of thinking we want to play some dudes. Let's do this. Let's just play out some dudes. Because we can give this Overwhelm as well. If they don't have a response, we could potentially win this turn. Okay, that can't block. So I'd like to play Avaros and Hearthguard here, but he has the Abomination. He could kill the Sentry. We want to be able to keep 3 mana for Might and Frostbite. So let's play Omen Hawk here. Okay, 1 damage to that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So I have an interesting play here. We can attack. I think we might leave the Frostbite until on their turn. Though if we somehow... If we do Flash Freeze the Escape Abomination, he can't block Tryndamere. He could block the Sentry. But then we could Overwhelm it. Yeah, I think we do that. Yeah, so let's do...
Death itself can't stop me!
Let's Flash Freeze that. But if he does block the Sentry, we can just still do a Burst on it. Attack. Or we can do a Might on it. Which will kill that and still deal more damage. But he can't block the Tryndamere now. Yep. That'll deal some extra damage and kill it. Okay. Perfect. We know he's running Ruination, which is kind of scary. If he draws another Ruination. There it is. That's a pretty lucky draw, but that's fine. We'll throw in Hearthguard. We can just play both of these out. And then we have a better board position because he has nothing to play. That's always kind of tricky playing Ruination when the other person has cards in their hand. Because now I attack and he has to have a fast spell or something. Yeah.
With me.
He has to have a fast spell to deal with it. If he doesn't and he just has a dude, yeah, then we win. Perfect. I was not expecting the double Ruination there though. Like, wasn't expecting it. That's pretty good. Ooh, look at that experience. Also, we almost got that up. Okay, cool. Let's try it again. Maybe we'll start an expedition in a little bit. I'm not sure. This guy is playing Demacia and Frejord. It's potential that he's just playing like a stats deck, which is cool. This is a good combo here. I think we get rid of Berg. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna get some spell mana at the beginning. Interesting. So we could potentially take some damage, but if not, then we'll charge up our spell mana. Yeah, it looks like he's playing stats. which is something that we consider playing. I'll most likely play Starlit Seer on here. It's kind of good to get something out. Now we'll probably attack. It's likely that they'll have a buff, but well, we might be playing into it. I'm not sure. If we not, that's great. That would just get the two points of damage in. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. Turn 3 Brahms most likely. We could, however, play Marksman.
Break their spirits and their
Bummer.
swords.
That's gonna kill our Starlit Seer. Actually, this is okay because we have Noxian Guillotine next turn, so I'm fine with that. Because he's gonna pull our Seer, and then we're gonna kill him next turn.
Run them through. Aha!
We'll have 4 and 5, so we'll have, yeah. We actually probably get 3 damage from him first. Yeah, let's get the 3 damage from him.
First we fight. Show me your best.
Hopefully he doesn't have like a kill spell here or a pump. If he has a pump, we'll have to Noxian Guillotine before the pump happens. But I'm happy about that. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we can just save our guillotine until we can play our marksman. He really wants to see where the Brahm looks like. I mean, yeah, that's a good play to knock out my dude. He's gonna have a chance to buff it in response. If he buffs it, it's kind of bad for us. Oh, there's the buff. Oh, single combat. Okay. Basically, in this exchange, we're still coming out ahead. So I'm okay with that. But that was an exchange. This is fine, because if we can survive the early game, we're good, because we have like quite a bit of things. There's Troop of Elnix. Okay. I think we're just gonna stun him. I think we are gonna do this. We have nothing else to play this turn, so yeah, let's do it. So we can cull that. Alternatively, we can just swing in. I think we want to just swing in. We'll leave the pet back on defense because they're not going to be able to block, or they're going to block it anyway.
My heart and sword for Demacia.
Yeah, definitely we want to keep it back to block Garen so we can guillotine. But we'll attack with Wild Claw. If he blocks with Garen, we'll probably get the kill. It's most likely just gonna block with like a, yeah, like a little dude. That's fine. That's good too. That's really good. That would allow us to play that plus 2 guillotines. to wipe his board if he doesn't play another dude.
Noxian soldier is worth tenfold.
You can't play for Demacia now. So we want to wait, and we can Culling Strike that. So we're gonna do 7 mana worth of stuff here. Okay. I will pass. We could actually kill his Vanguard Sentry too.
Show them our metal.
I'm kind of interested in his play here. So he knows I can block with Wild Claw on his big dude. I wonder if he's just trying to get the damage in. I guess we can play into it since we're planning on killing them all anyway. We'll end up taking 3. We're not going to end up killing them all, so we'll just take 3 and do this and see what he does. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. So we want to try and save the Wild Claw then. Okay. Is that the real order to that? Okay. Whatever. I thought the order was I play that and then I pass and then I get a chance to respond. Apparently what you have to do is target with Noxian Guillotine first. And then you have to... Then you have to respond to it by dealing 1 damage. That's a bit annoying. Question is, do we want this? We know he has a For Demacia in it. I think we just replace this in the attack. All right, let's do it. Whatever. This is kind of a YOLO play. A very much YOLO play, because if he has anything to block this or whatever, we're kind of screwed.
Is a mountain and covered in ice. Break their backs.
We'll deal 5 damage to him, unless he For Demacias. If he For Demacias, we'll only deal 2 to him.
Avenge me.
I mean, bring him down to 1 on his turn. We can block that with our big dude, but we can't block the Berg. Do I care? He asks for Demacia here, so I will care because I'll take a lot, but I'd take a lot anyway. I think we play Poro here. I think Poro is the play. We have Decimate at the end of his turn. And then we have 2 Decimates on our turn, if we need it. He's going to have to push for damage on this turn. 16 damage. So I think in mitigating any number of that when we know he has For Demacia in hand. Alright, now we can't play For Demacia, because For Demacia costs 6. So now we can play Decimate, it doesn't really matter what we do. Could have a stun or another way to push a lot of damage, but if he doesn't do anything, then we'll win on next turn. Even without attacks. Unless he has some sort of lifesteal.
You gotta believe me!
I think the play is... we take this, block here. This might come to hurt us in the end. We'll go for the decimate kill and see if we can actually clinch it. He's not running deny because he's not whatever. Ionia. Yeah, doesn't matter if he plays Tryndamere here. Decimate. Got him. So the decimate play seemed to be okay. It could have backfired on us because we were removing, like we got a lot of removal out of the way, but it seemed to be okay. We got that 1400 experience. I'll take it. We had 2000 experience on that vault, so that's good. How much more daily experience do we get? Next one is 100 experience, so that's still a boost. We don't really need to play that in deck anymore for a little bit. Man. I do kind of like the Noxian. I mean, I like it. This deck is working, but I feel like it could be better, maybe. What do we have for... if I search for Grant, which is like buffing, right? We have Max Omen Hawk in here. That's when you survive damage sort of thing. That's grant 2 allies. Starlit Seer we have the most in. Do we already? We only have 1. Is that the max that we have? Omen Hawk we have only 2. We could run 3 if we craft them. The Outriders is kind of interesting. But again, we have a certain number of wild cards. We could run this balance of shards, like we could do the shards. Would kind of be cool. Battering Ram's pretty neat. Battering Ram just gets bigger, dude. Now that I look at that, it just says attack grant me +4/+0. It doesn't say until end of turn. This also gets bigger. We have the most of that. No, we don't. We could get 1 more Hearthguard. There might be something with this. Battle Fury isn't until end of turn either. I kind of think there's something to do with like Scar Mother, like the when I survive damage. Because if you look for survive, now obviously I'm not going to be able to make this deck for a while because I don't have any of these cards. But you could run like this one, you know, when you survive damage, grant me whatever. Potentially you only have 3 value of it. This is only when you survive damage, you can max it up to a lot. Deal 1 damage, you can just do little ping damages. If you had a way to heal, do you have any, is there any ways to heal besides Tavern Keeper? Is Tavern Keeper the only one? Heal your Nexus? Yeah, just Tavern Keeper is the only thing that heals. You could heal an ally. Interesting. Well, let's give it another shot. Yeah, let's give it another shot. I'd like to try and throw it together I'd really like to throw together a like a mushroom deck or a cat deck. The cat deck I think like for Catastrophe is like a little bit later, especially because we use our wild card for that. That's okay. Okay, this is 3 mana though, right? For here. We're not gonna do anything the first 2 turns. Oh, never mind. We drew into a fearsome pet. Cool. I'll take it. Could have ran with the take heart, but that's fine.
New recruit reporting in.
We'll see what they do if they play something. Oosh.
I'll do my best.
I'll skip it for now. I'll take the 2.
Ready for deployment.
It still can't block against the pet, so that's fine. They'd have to buff to block it, and then we just 2-for-1 them. Oh, they're single combating. Okay. I'd rather they single combat that than anything else that we have. Fortunately, we can't ping that with marksman, but we can play a Poro. Okay, that's kind of interesting. We can play Roar if we need to. I wonder if, like, if we get to 8, if we play this and we have, like, a huge grip. Oh, see, we need to kill Fiora. Yeah, we need to kill Fiora. I think we do Intimidating Roar here. I can't let Fiora come in on my, like, with the challenger. Not that she'd challenger necessarily, unless they had a pump spell. She wouldn't use that. They're gonna buff it so that it's not 4 or less. Oh, single combat. Okay.
This will be quick.
I think they're just trying to get some damage in. We have take heart for that, so I don't really care. I think the play is we attack first. It's gonna block with Cythria probably. Take heart that. Probably want to ping Fiora.
What is strength without style?
Just in case we draw Noxian Guillotine. Guillotine.
Can't afford to miss.
Fiora's most likely going to challenge her something. If not, though, we can play Wild Claw or something. Ah, there's a heal. Okay. I will Wild Claw. I'd obviously like to dissuade attacking. It can't do anything about that.
Gotcha. Hunted down.
Legion General's pretty good here. Also Darius. Legion General's fearless or fearsome, so only Garen be able to block. No, everybody could block. We can attack with the 2 overwhelms. They probably have a buff. They're not gonna. It's not gonna block with Garen though. Is it better to get the attack in? What's the worst that could happen? For Demacia would probably be the worst that could happen. That would make Garen 8/8. And he kills something. I think I play Legion General here. Yeah.
We will not fail.
And then and see what he does. Kind of tempt him into attacking. That's a Wild Claw. So definitely be able to kill with one of those. I think we need to attack though. If we don't attack, then we're just gonna get comboed into like.
I've carved meat bigger than you.
Yeah.
There won't be a warning shot.
You can't buff now, so. Is that 10 or less health there, so we should be able to play Darius. But we're gonna play Starlet Seer first.
Who goes there?
We can play Darius, or we could play Captain Pharaon. Now, Fiora is gonna kill the Starlet Seer, but then we have Marksman to follow up with that if we need to. Oops. So that was a lucky draw on the Marksman. We probably shouldn't have played Starlet Seer last turn.
There's a scent in the air. Can't afford to miss.
Okay. I don't know what the logic is there. Do we play here and then like... So we played Darius. He's going to immediately level up. And become a 10-5. If we play Marksman to deal with Marksman... then we can't kill Fiora. So I think we play Poro first.
If only Fiora could see me now.
She can. She's not impressed.
Okay, so he's gonna challenge her probably this thing. If I actively do Everose and Marksman on Fiora, then Fiora will not pull. So I think I'm gonna be proactive here.
There it is. Gotcha.
Because now they can't pull Starlet Seer.
Demacia!
Yeah, she's not even attacking with Fiora.
Hardly fair.
Yep, saw that coming. Now we're free to block there and take 5 from Garen.
Noxus never dies.
So now we have 2 cards to their 1 card. Or they'll have 2 cards. We can play Darius here and hope that we can swing in with the team. Obviously, Garen is going to level up if we do that. That's the bummer with that. If I play Captain Pharaon, then I get 2 decimates, and I can swing in with the team. I think that's a better play. Yeah, that's a better play to me. We have him on a semi-clock if we do that. Unless they have 4 Demacia and can buff Garen and survive the Pharaon attack. Or any kind of buff.
Soldiers, to me!
Yeah, there's 4 Demacia. So now if we attack, he can block with Garen and kill Pharaon here. And he can block with the rest of the team. If I swing in with the team, it's It's kind of bad for me. If I swing it with just Pharaon, I have to waste the Fortimacia. So let's do that. We swing him with just Pharaon here because he has to do Fortimacia to pump just Garen and block Pharaon. Or if we do at least 2 damage in Overwhelm, then we have 2 decimates. Yep.
We fight for one Frejord.
I think we have this. I don't want to sound too overconfident, but depends on what he draws here. Noxian Guillotine's really good here. It might actually be better to just Noxian Guillotine everything. Guillotine. I mean, obviously it's not better if we're... Okay, cool. So we know he has 4 Demacia. So we're going to take the opportunity to play 1 Decimate here. Block everything, and then Decimate again. If 4 Demacia won't even matter. We also have Noxian Guillotine if we need it. We could actually run 1 Noxian Guillotine and be safe. To block a thing.
I never hold back.
Yeah, 4 Demacia is going to be that slow spell. So we're going to pass it, right? We're not responding to that. But because he played a slow spell, we're going to get an action before he even attacks, and we're going to decimate him. Boop. GG. I'm actually really surprised with the Decimate guy. He's been the way that we've won the past couple of times. Oh man, we're so close to getting another thing. Do we have any more of those Decimate guys? Karen? We could literally run Decimate if we wanted. I think the cool thing about not running Decimate though, like, and just running Pharaon, is that Pharaon is like an 8/8 that we can situationally get a bunch of Decimates if we need it. We don't just run a Decimate in a slot. Like, Pharaon's just there. Like, it's better than They Who Endure. I mean, obviously it's super expensive, he's 8. But, God, it's really good. I think running the 1's just fine for now. But let's try and do another one. I wonder if we get more experience for playing ranked. I'm not sure. As we get up in the ranks too, it's going to be harder and harder to keep our ranks. Obviously, we're in the lowest right now. This is good, but I don't want to keep this yet. Keep that. Get rid of that one. That's okay. I wish I had more guillotines too. As it stands right now, we're not going to play anything till turn 3, and we're going to get 3 mana's worth of spell.
Ready for deployment.
Okay, so we'll take 2, and we'll get enough to play a sentry and have take heart, or a Poro and take heart. Probably Poro.
Taste steel.
So they just attack there, so we wouldn't have been able to stun anyway. I'd like to play Hearthguard as soon as we get the chance.
Strength and grace, beauty in the play.
That was a big dude. Okay, so 4 mana for us. I think we still play just Poro. probably go double attacks into it. That makes playing Challenger very difficult for him. Plus, if they do block, we also have Take Heart if we need to. Oh. Wait, why? Okay. I'm gonna attack. I'm kind of confused about that play. Unless he has Take Heart as well.
Stand strong.
Oh, he does have Take Heart. I can't Noxian guillotine both of those. I could Take Heart to survive my own dude. Or I could Noxian guillotine. I think I do Take Heart to survive my own guy. Noxian guillotine next turn. Yeah. That's fine. Do more damage with the Overwhelm anyway. Maybe not even need a Noxian guillotine. If he just wants to kill my dude, that's fine. I don't really lose anything. If he doesn't want to kill my dude, then what I'll probably do is, you know, play out some more things. Like I have the Arachnid. So we're gonna Arachnid here and stun his Challenger guy. Still have enough for guillotine or might or something.
I'm actually here.
Okay. I was playing like a buff deck too, isn't he? Okay. Yeah, I should have played Arachnid on Poro or something and then... Okay. So we have 2 guillotines and a culling strike if we need to. So I think I attack with both of these and I run culling strike on the Poro. See if he blocks the other 2. Fine. I'd really like to play Hearthguard, but we're kind of controlling things right now. Okay. I'm gonna keep the guillotine then for his turn. Oh. Oh, it's still damaged, so that's fine. That's all we care is if it's damaged. So then we probably play Hearthguard. Also, we could play Darius, but we're not going to be able to get that attack. It'll just be a 10-5, which will get challenged by that. Same with we play Hearthguard, but Hearthguard will be a little bit better, I think.
We fight for one Frejord.
Okay.
Discipline and steel.
That's a Fort Demacia. If he attacks, we can... If he attacks first, that sucks. a little bit. We'll probably end up losing stuff. Sadly, we can't do Intimidating Roar in response. We could do Arachnid Sentry after. To stun something. Noxian Guillotine seems pretty... It feels bad. Alright, that's fine.
Courage, soldier.
So we know we're going to kill that. We probably should stun that. Or less. It's not the best play, but besides the Fort Demacia, it's all pretty low stuff. The only attacking with that? Okay. So we do want to... Can we tank this? That's the question. 5, 10, 14. Probably should block with some stuff. Block here, block here. Oh, Noxian Guillotine is just casted again this round, not right away. I probably should have just saved the stun. So I want to hope they don't have another... So if I attack here, they could block 3 damage. We could pump that up with Overwhelm to 8 damage. Then they would block 3 of it as well. So it'd be 5. That'd be 8 exactly. It could be exact lethal.
Stand together.
All right, let's try it. It might not work, but...
Whoa! Hey!
I've carved meat bigger than you.
I think it's lethal. Yep. Nice. Hey, we leveled up. Level 2. I think you get more experience for doing ranked. You get 200 experience, I think, instead of 100. Am I insane in thinking that? Ooh, leveled up. We get a hero. Oh, nice. We got Chumpwump, and then we got Jinx. That's like a 2nd or 3rd Jinx. That was a cool capsule upgrade. Let's look at Jinx. Oop, Jinx. And we only have 1. I thought we had more than that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, where does it say about... Doesn't say anything about how much experience you get. That's kind of weird. But okay. I guess we keep playing this deck until we lose. Maybe we're getting, you know, lots of experience for it. The problem with like creating unique decks that we have is like we're playing stats right now. I want to be able to create unique decks that you need like cards to create the unique decks. Wow, okay. You only need one of those. That's not a good replacement. I mean, it is if we can survive, I guess. We're gonna get out aggroed here. This is gonna be like a Poro aggro, isn't it? Guess we're gonna get some spell mana. Yep. It's not looking good for us. It'll be good if he's just playing just low dudes. Then we might be okay. Unless he out-aggroes us. If we can stabilize, we'll be fine. Big old Poro deck. Interesting that he didn't do an attack. Okay. Oh, he did do an attack. He was playing that on my turn. I'm a dummy. Ignore me.
How can Brom help?
Okay. That one we'll probably want to kill. Rather than the elusive one right now. Although we can't really deal with the elusive one. So I think we want to kill the elusive one. Maybe kill both of them, I'm not sure. There's a Pharaon.
Fresh tracks.
Still have flash freeze if we need it. Oh, okay. Just gonna kill it. Serves the same purpose. They draw 2, which sucks, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna attack with both of these guys just because I don't care if he kills my... It's a good trade for him, but like I'm worried that he's gonna amass a bunch of tokens and it's like make him big. Ooh, yeah, there you go. That's a bit of a problem. We'll do that. Okay. No power over Braum this turn. That's as good as a kill for me. Ooh, I'd love to play the Hearthguard. In fact, we might only be able to play the Hearthguard.
That one run off too. The War Mother will unite us all.
Oof, gave me quite a fright.
Okay. A big old fearsome pet that can't be blocked by a lot of stuff. It's kind of risky to play this first, though, rather than attack. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Risk it for the Poro Biscuit. There is a chance that he'll kill Braum with the Poro Herder.
Our strength is yours.
Never mind. Well, that's a bit of an issue. Do the damage anyway. I think I do the damage anyway.
Banner will lead the way.
Because a Poro Herder is going to come over here.
Yes?
And we'll let him kill whatever he wants with the Hearthguard.
Stand and defend.
He's doing that because he's going to be pumping his Poros, basically.
This is our homeland.
Oh. Curious. Okay. Wait, Poro? Oh, okay.
Stay safe, my friend.
Guess we'll play Berg.
Teeth big as tombstones.
Noman Hawk. I think next turn I just play Farron with like not even care. I'm gonna have to close out this game fairly quickly, and we're gonna get swarmed.
Would you believe he won't fit in my hand?
Okay. Let's play Wildclaw. The Trendemir is really good, so maybe we don't. Kind of tough. It's always tough to play Farron because you're like, when do you want to get the decimates to try and close out the game, and when you want to like have the. Right now we're racing him for damage. He's limited on the amount of board space he can have, though. Whereas we're not limited on the amount of decimates we can have. That's good. Like, that's better on their turn, I think. Unless he gets a pump. Could attack. Now this is iffy here. Alright, I think we go for some damage first and then see. I might regret this because we probably could have done Intimidating Roar and just got in as much damage as we could. Would have been like, you know, a fair bit. But I think we do the same. And probably just get in as much damage as we can.
Stand and defend.
Next turn, then we end up either doing Intimidating Roar or like to stop him, or we do Farron into 3 decimates, I think is a good number. Like Farron into 3 decimates at this point is like we can cast 1, then 2, then 2. Yeah, that's gonna be enough to kill both of those for a trade. Interesting.
Little one.
Yeah, we've got him in dangerous decimate territory now, and he has to burst out 16 damage. It's possible, probably. I haven't played against a lot of Poro decks, so I'm not sure the damage potential that they have. But they didn't kill Trendemir, which is good. Okay. That's good. They'll take heart. Especially because we can play Farron and take heart if we wanted.
Follow along, little ones.
Actually, we can't play Farron and take heart. We'd have to play take heart now and then Farron. Or, yeah. So we do take heart. And then Farron, maybe? Alternatively, we can just stun everything so he can't attack. No, I think stunning everything is better on a return play. Alright, let's do this. We'll burst that. And then we'll play Farron.
I'll break this seal.
Now he has to kill me on this turn. Otherwise we can push through with Overwhelm damage and Decimate. Oh, it's probably a good thing we take Hearted because I forgot he had the Challenger dude. So we can't kill Trendemir with that. Block that. It's our turn to attack next. Do we attack first? Might even be able to kill him without the decimates, to be honest. We just drew into burst, so.
You've gone and spoke them.
That's not gonna be enough. Do we take heart here? We really only need 1 damage to get through. I think I just leave it. I just don't leave. I don't care. We only need 1 damage to get through. And we got more than that. Yeah, we ended up killing.
I'll never yield.
I couldn't even get the emote out. Yeah, this is a little bit of a nasty deck. It could be refined a little bit more. Are we still getting 200? We're still getting 200. I think ranked to get you 200. I'm not sure. I'd like to reach at least. So the way the vault unlocks tomorrow. And basically what happens is the vault tracks your weekly progress. As you get experience points into it, it levels up to a max of 13. 13 I think is like 3 diamond chests. And you get a bunch of other stuff. You get like a token to enter expeditions. You get some shards. If you just do your weeklies, or if you just do your dailies each day, you can probably hit, I think the devs have said you can hit the, yeah, if you just do your weeklies, you can probably hit the, level 10 vault right away.
A foray into the field? How exciting!
Bummer. But if you play consistently, you can probably get 13. You can max, and that's a lot of free stuff.
Putting study
So
into practice.
I'm kind of curious how much free stuff you can get. They draw a card. Interesting. Okay. I'll bank the spell mana. It's a take heart.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
That sucks. We'll stun him, I guess. We need to try and kill that. Hopefully we can bait him into blocking the Omen Hawk or something. Oh, we could just kill him too. So I guess we do the bait anyway. Yeah, I think we bait him first and then we do marksman into Blade's Edge. If he does block the Omen Hawk, then that's great. Perfect. Yeah. I'm good with that. See what he wants to do. We have this in case he does buff.
My life for the Order.
Hear that?
Or tries to block it or something.
Gotcha.
The Order.
Perfect. And we can bank the other mana.
I've brought my books. Hope that's all right.
Okay, let's pass. Frostbite's not going to really help us right now.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
You summon an ally, give me... Okay. So we can kill that with this. Sure, let's go pass. Can't do anything about the snapper. I mean, we can block and overwhelm if we need to. Okay, pass.
I will play my part.
I think I do block and overwhelm here. I could block and flash freeze and then overwhelm, but that's a lot of mana. We have the mana to do it. That's like him 3 for 1-ing with the scaled snapper though. You know what? I'm kind of okay with that. All right.
Hang on, Cern.
I'm kind of fine with the They Who Endure. It's gonna get +1/+1 for the Oh, it's gonna get more than that, I think. No, that's the +3/+3 They Who Endure. And then for 1 from the Omen Hawk buff. So okay.
Now I've lost my place.
Okay. We have Take Heart for that, which is going to help us later. Unless they have a low way to kill it.
Water changes but never breaks.
Here's a Trendomir draw.
The answer is here somewhere.
Discard your hand, draw 3, deal 3. Okay, well, we're obviously going to take heart.
What's science without a little risk?
And we'll play Bird.
Teeth big as tombstones.
Ooh, the heart guard's good. But we also have Trendomir next turn, so
Night falls.
he's going to deal the 2 in to us. Yep. I think we just Trendomir up and then attack in, see what he does. Depending on what he plays here, I should say. Because as we know before, like sometimes the decimates will just get there. We know he has a dude in his hand.
This'll be a slaughter.
Kind of a tricky block for him. He could block here to here.
Strike, we will reform.
Oh, right, that's that. So yeah, we're doing 22. Obviously, he needs to block.
They're new.
Such a cool feature, man.
How did that move go?
Is he gonna block with the augment? He's gotta do something. Oh, he's gonna get excited on that? Okay.
What form will the waters take?
That's a bit of a bummer, but that's fine.
Safety mode? Ha! Didn't build one.
We have a block with Trendomir, which makes it a little awkward. Yeah, it makes him a little awkward to attack. And they're out of cards now. Because we can just block the biggest dude with Trendomir and... Oh, gosh.
Happy to do whatever.
That's a win next turn anyway. Intimidating Roar.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because now we can play this dude.
The War Mother will unite us all.
If we survive this attack, he has a full board of not powered
I will
5,
play my
like 4 or
part.
more. We can stun them all and then just swing in for a win.
But my experiment.
Run! Did that sound right?
Okay, so if we don't kill something, we're gonna kill something. He can't play and he has nothing in hand. So we're just gonna block the most efficiently
This is our
here.
homeland.
Gonna block that with
You don't
Trendomir.
stand a chance.
And we're gonna block a 1/1 and take 6.
Coming, hide. I'll never yield.
Ah, lucky shot.
So many questions.
Alright. Drop that down. And then it'll go to our turn, which is an attack. We'll cast Intimidating Roar. And hope they don't have a thing. Oh god, we had Farron too. I think he would have been... He knew as soon as he drew his card too that it wasn't going to be enough, so... That's good. Man. Doing pretty okay. I still don't think that this is like the best deck ever. It's a pretty okay, turned out pretty okay though. We're getting really close to leveling this up. I'd like to level this up, the vault, by tonight if possible. We're getting 200 XP a little bit. We're at what, 2,900 out of 4,000? It's not possible. It's like, but 6 more games, maybe? Games are going pretty quick. We either win or we lose, and if we lose, I think we get 100. If we win, though, I don't like any of these, to be honest. A little bit better. We're playing first, so. I think what this deck could be, like what it could turn into, is deal as much damage as you can early to get into your decimate ranges, draw into decimates, swap your hand with a decimate, and then just decimate face. I mean, that's kind of what it ends up being. We're going to attack because they can't block. We also can't block them next turn, but that's fine. We're basically just going to basically start with 18 life. I like that we drew into a curve of the Sentry. Yeah, I can't block anyway. But okay.
We see through all.
I doubt that he would even block, but on the off chance. Some damage. Okay. Sure. Right now we're just trading spells back and forth. I'm fine with that.
Vermin.
We don't have anything in turn play on turn 4, but again, it's whatever. Oh, we have a Poro, so at least we were able to play something. We can bank 1 spell mana too. Now they could be running Noxian guillotines and stuff. Blade's Edge, that's fine. Right? Let's get blocked. I can't even block anyway. I guess they don't remember what fearsome means. That's okay. It's a new game. I'm gonna forgive him.
I pull the strings.
Obviously, I want to probably play Hearthguard, then attack and see what they do. We have Blade's Edge. If we could have also, we could attack, see if they block Blade's Edge, the lead, or Blade's Edge something. I think it's safer to attack first. Yeah, we might miss out on damage, but at least we're like getting a guaranteed either kill or we're getting damage in there. Kind of my thought process. If they do somehow buff and we get into damage, yeah, perfect. Okay.
Sounds of prey.
They literally just playing, they're playing like a spider deck, looks like. Okay. So I have Blade's Edge to deal with something. And we can block Elise, so they're probably not going to attack with Elise, right? Other spiders have Challenger and Fearsome. That's the only issue with that. But actually we can combo Noxian Guillotine Blade's Edge, so I don't care too much. Yeah, I don't care too much on that.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
Okay, what are you challenging? God, it sucks that I can't do this. I want to do this, right? Damage it, and then... Like, I should be able to do that. I can't target it with Noxian because it's not damaged. So basically we're losing this because... Okay, whatever. I'm just a little miffed about the timing there. Because I should, in theory, their attack, I go fast spell, right? I guess you only get one action per turn, so... Okay.
Mine is the hand of Noxus.
Okay. Oh, okay, nice. Blade's Edge is really good here. It's obviously not super needed. We have Berg and Guillotine. I think I play Berg first, see what he does, and then go into Guillotine and attack. If I attack, that's the thing is, if I attack with Guillotine, he can block with Elise. And it'll still be blocked. Let's do Berg first.
Right on my tail.
I don't know what he can do in the way of pumps. So if I play Guillotine first, then he gets a chance to play stuff before I attack. If I attack and then Guillotine, then he could block with Elise. I think we do Guillotine first. And then we attack. Yeah. It gives him a chance to play another dude that could block, like, this guy.
Enough.
But we'll see. Yeah, there's a stun.
You gotta believe me.
I probably should have done the attack then and not even cared. That was a misplay by me. I probably should have done attack into Guillotine because then he wouldn't have been able to play a dude. That's probably my only regret this match, though. One damage to something, probably. Oh, one to all enemy units. Didn't know that was the thing. Learn something new every day. I don't really play Shadow Isle, so... Okay. We are going to take 4 damage. Be at 3. Next turn. Actually, we could Blade's Edge something. So I guess we can be a little bit less than that. Really depends on what he plays, if anything. Some pump going on. Oh, Noxian guillotine. Okay, well, because he did that with the attack, we are still going to block something. So we're going to block one of these and only take 2. Block. So that's the difference when you're playing it, so.
Gone. I stand for Noxian.
That's a crowd favorite. Only has 1 card in hand, can't play Noxian guillotine. We can play Trinamir here. Next turn we can play these 2. We just try and do as much damage as we can.
Out of my way.
It is a decimate. Yeah.
Do not stand in my way.
Sadly, we know he has a decimate, so that's game. Unless they don't see it for some reason. Because basically what it can do is block enough to live or kill my dudes and then attack with a single spider and decimate into something. Yeah. Because now, if he attacks with anything, I have to let 2 damage through. It puts me at 3, and then he decimates for the win.
Blood,
Yep.
glory.
I would hit him with the GG there, but actually, it's going to be enough anyway. It would put us at 4.
Noxian strength.
If he has a buff. We know he has decimate, though, so that's we can only do that block. Oh, it was enough anyway, because he had 5 damage and we only had 2 health. Yeah. That was our first loss of the night, I think. Don't quote me on that. We only really lost a little bit there. So we have about 100 for losing. And we're at 3,000. So if you get 200 for each win, you need to win 5 more times to get the thing. That was a pretty cool deck. The spiders. I don't really know how like a token swarm strategy would work, but like it worked out pretty okay. I feel like a lot of people are playing with the same cards in these earlier games because like a lot of people don't have access to the cards, you know? Like we're all playing with like Demacia Frejord, like the same type of stuff because we don't have access to all the cards. There's no like uniqueness coming in. I haven't played against a single shroom deck. I haven't played against a cat deck. We're on round 3 already with that. Obviously round 3 on is going to get a little bit crazy. And he's not playing Noxus, so he can't play Culling Strike.
There it is.
How can Brom help?
We can actually Culling Strike his dude at the end of turn. Let's do that. Obviously, it'd probably be better to keep it, but we're going to be aggressive here, whatever. Because now we can play on our turn, like, Berg, and then a swing.
Up there in the mountains.
And if he plays a dude, we can challenge it. Obviously, turn 5, I like to play Avarosan if possible. Or not, yeah, Avarosan hard card.
You're covered.
Cool.
Look out there. Show me your best.
Obviously, I would have liked to have Brahm's ability in here. Or Brahm's Take Heart. It's a buff Brahm, but that's fine. Like, Take Heart's so good with Braum. That's why it's like his signature skill. Or signature card. If you can see that right here. Boom. Double roars. It's a little bit too much roar for me, I think. Hopefully they don't do really anything and I can play Everosen. This card sucks. Frostbite, the strongest enemy. Yeah, that sucks. But that's like all of their things.
The War Mother will unite us all.
Thankfully, you know, that can't really target Braum or anything. But it does suck with our deck a little bit. We can kill it by doing Might. Like if it blocks something with that, it most likely won't block anything.
Sends chills up my spine.
Fine. We have 6. Let's play Wild Claw and see what he does. We're basically putting out threats here. Obviously, I'd like to do Intimidating Roar into Legion General. Would be super, really cool.
Show them what we're made of.
Act, give other battling allies. Okay. Well, we're gonna attack with the pseudo team.
We should be friends.
If he goes to play something next turn, we can Intimidating Roar. Which will at least knock out some of the stuff, unless he plays a big dude. Also, we could just block, I guess, and play Might to kill.
No closer.
Interesting, okay.
Do they need our help?
Okay.
Press on.
Granting him tough. That's not going to be able to kill, like, the Wild Claw. It's going to Frostbite the Wild Claw, though.
Ice runs in our veins.
Flash Freeze is super good here. Yeah, that's going to be good.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
There's a Challenger. It sucks we can't do Intimidating Roar and Might. So what he's going to do is he's going to buff and attack with Challenger and kill my Alpha Claw. And we're not going to be able to do anything about that.
Left for a snack?
I think we just do this. I think this is the play. Because otherwise he's just going to kill my Wild Claw here with the Challenger.
Don't hold back.
With this we can just block with Berg and not care.
Bar the doors!
And we'll at least deal some damage in there. If we draw into Guillotine, that'll be good. That's a Take Heart. I really need Guillotine now. Or, I mean, I still have Flash Freeze.
Sends chills up my spine.
Okay. So... okay, we could attack in and potentially kill it. Or we play like Tryndamere or something. Alright, let's do it.
This is fun, yes?
See if he goes for the block. he goes for the block, we have might and we have
Right.
flash freeze. Let's see what he plays though. Battling enemy strikes all battling enemies. Okay, well we're gonna flash freeze that for sure. And then we are gonna overwhelm here. See what he does. Nice. That was like the perfect flash freeze.
So far.
That was awesome.
I'll write my own story.
And then we just play a Poro.
A good mustache on this one. It is easy, see?
Ice runs in our veins.
I'd like to kill that thing because it's really annoying.
Thrill of battle.
Also like to kill that, but I think we just play our own Tryndamere here. Yeah. The problem is they have this thing. I think we play our own Tryndamere here.
Join me in battle.
Give all allies Challenger this round. Well, bye, Braun. Yeah.
Shatter them.
I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Oh, actually, we could buff this up. Does that survive it? What's it become? A 0-7. That's not enough to survive it. Dang. That's a bummer. If we had Take Heart, that would be awesome. But we don't. Even if I buff it, it's not going to survive. Yeah. All right.
Fight another man.
That was a good play.
Sends chills up my spine.
But we could Take Heart it. Which wouldn't be enough to kill it. We could Intimidating Roar to block them and get some damage in.
Follow my blade.
Sure.
This is my opponent? You don't stand a chance!
I'm actually okay with this. Really? Man, sometimes the priority on this game is just like really meh for me. All right. Yeah, the priority is a little bit iffy for me on a lot of this. Take heart will want to save.
We will not fail.
Like, I would love to be able to be like, here's a fast spell, here's a burst spell, you know? Like, you have to do it ahead of time, which sucks a little bit. And it's like, boom, I have to... Okay, whatever. I really wish I had Noxian Guillotine, actually. We'll go ahead and bank one. If I had Noxian Guillotine, this would be great.
Life runs in our veins.
Darius's thing. Keeps drawing into spells, which is not good for us.
Run them through. Hardly fair. Follow my blade.
A real battle.
Oh, it's single combat, huh? All right, well, if it's gonna be single combat, they're gonna strike each other anyway. So we want to do this and this,
I've survived far worse.
and then we want to do take heart on this guy. That should be enough to kill him. Because they're going to strike each other. He'll deal the damage and then... Oh, it's not enough. He'll be at one. Bummer. And I can't do Blade's Edge because Tough specifically says... Can I read what Tough says? I guess I can't. I wish I could deal the 1 damage to that.
The frost reveals all to me.
Can I read Tough? So if I do Intimidating Roar, he has to block with Tryndamere. Tough does protect against Blade's Edge, I think. I think Tough just says prevent 1 damage from all sources.
For justice, for Demacia.
Such pretty armor for such a pretty boy.
Carve a path.
Try me.
So I'll deal... If I deal 2 to it, it'd be 10. Not gonna survive right away, but it'll 3 more damage. Is that enough, or is that worth it? Maybe. Let's try it.
Empires are built upon action. Move.
It's gonna be the thing that locking us down is sucking.
Witness true strength.
I might need more kill,
Fall before the righteous.
like kill potential, I should say.
Ice runs in our veins.
And still block with Tryndamere.
I've got your back.
The wicked must fall.
I'll do my best.
You'll need more than that.
I don't think I have the 1 damage. Especially just gonna freeze him again. Yeah, I don't have enough. I could block each turn, but he's just gonna keep grinding it out. This card is annoying. Rhyme Tusk, Shaman. Oh my gosh, we drew Noxian Guillotine.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Okay.
A real battle. Protect and strike.
So we can block Garen here, do Noxian twice on the things. We're still stuck with 1 Rhyme Tusk, which sucks.
You don't stand a chance. I will not falter.
Oh, I was gonna say he didn't heal, did he? Okay, good. It might be a little bit too late here. If he hadn't played another Rhyme Tusk, we would have been fine. The fact that he played another Rhyme Tusk sucks.
Our allies did not fall in vain.
Sends chills up my spine.
Wild Claw might be enough. Help me out, bro.
Ready for deployment.
Yep. That is enough.
Demasian steel protects me.
Oh my gosh, that was so close. Wow. We got really lucky with those draws at the end of the game. Ah, we leveled up too. Dang. Let's try it again. We're getting really close to leveling that up. I'd really like to get level 13, but I think that the closest we'll get is level 11. Because level 13, like 12 and 13 require an exorbitant amount of XP that I don't think we have, like, the time to get. You know what I mean? Take Heart is okay here. I guess we'll keep it. Ugh, that's terrible. I think I need to refine this deck off stream. We'll do that to get in some damage, maybe. Oh, I don't have an attack token. I probably should have done the other one. My bad. Omen Hawk would have given Braum. I should have done that one first. Oh well, it's fine.
I am the blade in the darkness.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Do not deny me. Shadow cut deep as any weapon.
It's only got its stats, so we can do block here.
Withdraw.
Yeah. I actually don't care about the 3 damage. Wow.
Fight another day.
Rude.
I am a true master.
Do we get revenge? Yes.
Darkness.
Sweet revenge for killing my Braum, bro.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
That's an Elise play. Okay.
Hush now.
Now we're just trading back and forth here.
Many tribes under one banner.
We'll save those 2 spell mana. Guess we attack.
Today we fight as one.
See if Elise blocks. Kill an ally to draw 2. I don't think so.
So young.
All will kneel before Noxus.
That's just a 4/4 fearsome dude, so I'm fine with that. It's not super buffed, but okay. You got a follow up to that? Because I still have take heart. Now that he knows that I have take heart. But okay. That's a big elusive boy. Okay. Can't do diddly about that. So we're gonna skip the block. I guess we play take heart on here now. Yeah, I'm one round. Okay, we can attack big. Also can play Trendemir here and attack big. I think we attack first. I feel like that's the play. I can't deal with the 6'5" elusive guy. Maybe instead I should play Farron, because then I have at least a way to close it out. Wow, really? I could definitely lose next turn unless I play out my dudes for blocking the rest of his stuff. This makes it difficult because I can play 2 dudes or I can play Farron and risk that he's not going to play any tasters, which I don't think is going to be the thing. So I need to probably play these 2 guys.
My war host awaits.
Fresh tracks. Gotcha.
I was worried that he's going to play a lot of low-cost dudes, plus attack with Elise. I'm just kind of like... If I played Farron, I think that I would have lost that turn.
What's that noise?
Weak-willed fool.
So now I can attack. I could do Intimidating Roar here and stun him. Alternatively, I could do Farron. Or I can play Precious Pet. I think I do Pet into Farron. Because if I have Farron on my turn, then I will win.
The egg. Did it move?
Quite the dish, aren't you?
Okay, the question is, can he buff? I have to block those to create spiderlings. 7 mana, still 3 cards in hand. This might be the bad play, but I'm going to try and do it.
No.
That might be the mistake of the play, but...
Cold isn't the only danger.
On the off chance that he has like a pump or something. I mean, if he has a pump, I'm dead anyway. Just pump the elusive guy. Okay.
Hunted.
Can't say it wasn't worth it.
Will that be enough? My turn, so he can't attack. He can only block one thing. We're gonna damage through. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. I'm kind of just doing the attacks here. Basically, that's the only thing we can do. Because if it's not enough... We just gotta hope that he doesn't remember what Decimate is. Or something. Is that game? Yeah, it's game. Unless he denies, and still he'd have to have 2 denies here. If he has 2 denies, he deserves to win the game, I guess. Could also be 2 damage to me somehow. Summon 3 spiderlings. Deal 3 to that.
Sounds of prey.
Okay. That none of that kills us. So the last card in hand would have to be direct damage here for us to lose. Or deny. I guess we just win that one. So when we did play Farron was the good play, but before that would have not been a good play. So we have to play, what is it, 3 more on that to get the 4,000? We may rank up, I'm not sure. We'll see depending on the time, guys, because we're going to be wrapping up soon. If the next match goes really long, then I'll maybe play off stream. This is going to go fast, and most likely we're going to lose in this because our deck is geared towards the end spectrum. We have to survive like the early bit of it. So that's a fine hand to try and survive early, I guess. And we're acting first, so... Okay, so we'll play this.
I can learn from watching you.
Okay, he's not gonna be able to block this one, so that's fine. We'll probably end up taking the 2 from him.
The Yordle here's with me.
Ooh, boy, they're summoning all the things. Okay, that's fine. I might actually kill this thing. Yeah, we're gonna kill the thing.
Hang on, Cern.
Ooh, that's good. The Omen Hawk. But I think we're gonna play Braum here.
Is on the job.
The dark beckons.
Perfect. This guy's playing like an elusive deck.
This my sword. Show me your best.
We can deal with the non-elusive guys. We have nothing to deal with elusive. So I'm most likely to like killing strike elusive dude. Oh, we drew another one. Perfect.
Hang on, Fuzzball.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that. That has potential to get bigger. Yeah, I think maybe we just do the stun here. Yeah, let's do a stun.
Check out these moves.
Okay. Oh, dude, we got a Braum on here, or a Braum's Take Heart. That's really good for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna attack with the team. We'll pull that in there.
Fun, yes?
Let's see what he does, but we have Braum's Take Heart, so we'll most likely play like Omen Hawk and see if he's gonna play anything to try and kill it. It looks like he's gonna play most of his stuff on his turn, to get the triggers from playing stuff. That's fine, because we'll have 2 culling strikes. And we have a buffed Braum right now. Ooh, Avaricin. So we need to culling strike these 2. They're elusive ones. These other ones are kind of like iffy. Like they're gonna be big, but we can deal with big non-elusive dudes. I imagine what they're gonna try and do is get like a summon a bunch of things. Yeah, like right here, unleash spirits. So it's gonna summon 3 of these, which means it's gonna buff. That's +1/+1. This is plus big. This isn't gonna get anything. So we need to culling strike this one, but not right now. This is actually okay to get 2. Maybe we should kill one of these. Actually, we need to kill this thing.
Left for a snack?
Oh, actually, we can kill both of them. And then I can... I can't arachnoid the other one. Okay, that's fine. We can arachnoid the other one. Or one of them. We have the culling strike just in case he responds to that with something. Like a recall. That's a deny. Okay. I think we still culling strike it. We'll let him 2-for-1 us. I'm sure he's happy to make that trade. I just don't feel like getting like, you know, that big thing, because we'll be able to block Braum with Braum on one of them at least. We can block Omen Hawk on something else too.
Night falls.
Sweep the leg.
It doesn't have Overwhelm or anything, so I'm fine taking the 5. That's a pretty neat concept of a deck, though, I will say.
Is unconventional.
The problem with this deck is like you have to play a bunch of dudes to keep getting the buffs, and
It is easy, see?
that's the problem with that. Oh my gosh, so good. So we can actually kill Shadow. I forgot that you can taunt elusives, or you can challenge our elusives in. Also, we drew another Brahms take heart, which is nuts. That's gonna power up 2.
Time to celebrate!
Do you have a way to deal enough damage to it? I wonder. Maybe we play... Let's see, we have 8, so we have enough to play both of these. So let's play Avaricin. We still have Brahms take heart if we need to. And by if we need to, I mean I'll play it at the end of turn if he doesn't play anything. Most likely. He forgot that it would leveled up, I think, is what he was going for. Okay. Oh, big old boy Braum. Oh, Bjerg. Or Berg, I should say, not Bjerg. So he's going to have to play dudes, which is going to give us an opportunity to play. Get a copy of me in hand. I think not. It's ephemeral, so it's going to die. Unless he denies it. Nice. I don't know what I would change about this deck. Like, there's a little bit that we need to change. All right, let's see if we can, how fast we can knock out the other ones. That one went pretty fast. If we lose one, we'll stop, basically. Because I'm not going to do the 100, like, getting 200 each turn is fine. But, you know, losing is not, so. A little hard. This might be the last one regardless, guys. Even if we get the 200. Like, even if we get the win, I think this is going to be the last one. So let's try and see if we can make it a good one. It's going to be tough with this hand, that's for sure. Again, with our deck, we have like a fair bit of late game, but it's not, I don't know if it's enough. That's a Poro. I wonder if this is a buff Poro deck again. We did okay against the last Poro deck that we played. That doesn't mean that this is going to be any better. That's a lot of Avarosan. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna pass. So we can ping a Poro. Okay, this does look like a, well, it could be the same. It's not necessarily gonna be a Poro deck, but it's looking like it. If it'll depend on if he plays another Poro that he didn't get summoned from the Lonely Poro. Playing 2 Avarosan Hearthguards is gonna really help us out. Noxian Guillotine's good for later.
Strength and grace, beauty.
There's a challenger. I think if we pass, he's going to be able to attack and deal extra damage. Or we could just stun it. I think we stun it. I think we play the stun. I think that's a better play for me. Then he's not really going to want to attack him with the Poros much either. He could attack and deal 1 damage. Oh, he is going to attack in. Okay, we'll block here just in case he's got a pump. I could flash freeze if I care. I think I am going to flash freeze. I'm fine with that. Only because I know what we have coming up. Like, oh, this is cool. This is a cool play, or a cool thing. He doesn't have the +1/+1 to save anything yet. Unless he has another one.
Gotcha.
Cool. I don't think we're going to do an attack here. We'll let him do the challenger if we need to. We have 2 Hearthguards Noxian Guillotine, so if he does challenge something, we have Guillotine to clean him up later. Because they'll be damaged by that point. That's an Omen Hawk. It kind of does look like he's playing a Poro deck. Or maybe not necessarily a Poro deck, he might just be playing a variant of the buff deck. Where you're just playing all the buff cards. We are sort of playing a variant of that with this, but ours is more based around Overwhelm, and then just like getting as much damage as we can just over him. That ice guy screws us over quite a bit, so much so that I may try and see if I can slot it into this deck because it's nasty. It's like 0-3 that just freezes something each turn. We are not gonna attack. We'll pass. We'll let him get a challenge off if he needs to. Oh, that's really good. That actually might be better than playing Hearthguard. Depends on if he attacks. If he attacks, I think that Culling Strike is probably a better play here. It's a safer play. But it really depends on what he plays. Like, if he plays a buff especially. 2 damage to everything. It doesn't make sense for us to Culling Strike, I don't think, then. He'll attack us for 2, but we can just play Hearthguard and block. So I'm okay with that. It sucks to lose all of that, but
The War Mother will unite us all.
could pump and kill it, but the damage has already been done. I mean, we already got a buff. Definitely thinking what to play here.
Laurents are born with blades in hand.
We have guillotine for that. We could actually Culling Strike and Guillotine here. So if we attack here and we do Culling Strike or Guillotine and or Guillotine, he still gets a chance to block, but he doesn't get a chance to play any other dude. So I think we just do that.
Today we fight as one.
I should be able to play both of them.
This will not take long.
Perfect. I don't even need a Culling Strike here. I can save the 3 spell mana and just Culling Strike after, like, on next turn. Or if he plays something, I guess.
This one shows progress.
Yeah.
Uncle, it is good to see.
Yeah, we're gonna just Culling Strike that now, I think. I don't really want him to attack with that. Perfect. He doesn't have anything to buff, like, he didn't have any mana to buff it, so I'm perfectly fine with that play. That's a Wild Claw. That's a big Wild Claw. I'd like to play that Wild Claw if I can. Poro stacks. So he's playing like a Poro deck. Yeah, definitely playing like a Poro deck with just a bunch of buffs. Poro stacks is kind of expensive. So it's my turn to attack. I think that playing Tryndamere here is the greedy play. I think what I do is I attack and see what happens, and then play Tryndamere later. If I have to buff this for whatever reason with Might, then I have Hearthguard to fall back to. Sometimes +1/+1 is just like enough, you know? Okay. Now we'll see what he plays. Another Poro Snacks. We'll play Tryndamere.
My blade grows restless.
So we have Tryndamere on the blocks. If anything happens, and then we can swing back again. Oh god, that's really good too. Yes. Awesome, perfect. Man, not quite enough to level up. All right, guys. Let's do one more. Let's do this is the last one. If we win this one, we level up and we get the 200. If not, if we don't get it, then I'm not gonna play another 100 participation match. Basically, we'll play this. If we lose, then we lose. I probably should have just went out on that one because now we are gonna lose in the last game. I feel it in my heart. All right, let's drop those. I think I need to drop Dehu and Dur out of the deck. As I'm playing this deck more, like I'm starting to notice certain aspects. Pretty okay. That's a pretty okay one to hit. Oh, right. We'll attack. I'll bank the 2 mana.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey,
Oh, are we playing like a Noxian version of this? That's pretty okay to get a buff too from the bird. I'd like to marksman that. Yeah. So we are gonna marksman that.
Shh. There it is.
Again, we can't really deal with elusive in this deck. I probably should put something in better to deal with elusive. We can deal with elusive in the terms of like, you know, certain buffs and stuff, but that's fine. No blocks. Here we can attack, do a buff, play Poro. We can also just play Poro first. I want to play Poro first. Kind of a risky move here. Actually, we can't buff. Oh yeah, we can't buff with Might. I was like, we can't buff with Take Heart, but we have Might, I forgot. So it's risky to play the Poro first because he has an opportunity to play something else to block. Yeah, like a stun. Yeah. Yep. So now we can attack, so you get rid of the, let's do that.
Need a target.
If he blocks with Snapper, we can buff it. If he blocks with Arachnid, we'll let it trade and have the buff for the Poro later. I don't really need to kill the snapper, but like it's pretty okay. The 5 damage is like, since we're trying to like overwhelm through, having 5 damage absorption is kind of crappy for us. And we can play Legion General too. Summon a spider.
My war host awaits.
I don't like to like spend all my mana out if I don't have to, but like so early. Yeah. This is gonna stun. I'm fine trading though. Like if he attacks with 3-2, I'm fine. Yeah, let's do that. Could buff. Hearthguard's good. Probably do need to attack. Question is, do we do God, is that greedy? Kind of greedy. All right, let's be greedy. I don't care.
While they waver, strike.
I think the better play is to attack first and then have take heart for like later. But we're gonna get greedy here and just go for the damage. Hopefully I don't have anything to like stun or whatever. Ooh. Start of round, stun the weak. I didn't even know that was a card, to be honest. We need to kill that. So if we attack now, he could we can damage it for Noxian Guillotine later. We got to do this now because otherwise they'll just stun us and slowly remove things. We need to try and damage him now. Interesting.
Nothing personal.
Okay, that's better. It stunned the weakest enemy, but all our dudes are big anyway, so.
You should stand back, cowards.
Because that's just gonna pump Yasuo up the stun. And we need to like deal with that. We all can also take heart now.
My axe is ready.
So we want to do Precious Pet here. So we can block Darius and then double Noxian Guillotine. Or Guillotine, I should say. If he attacks, I should say. Hopefully he attacks with... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we block here. Can't block with that. Still gonna take quite a bit of damage.
Witness true strength.
Not dead yet.
Heads up.
Okay.
Curse you.
So can't entirely kill on this turn. Oh, we can't do take heart either. That's a bummer. So if he has a single buff or like a big dude, that sucks for Darius. I don't know if it's enough damage. It might be. If we order our attackers okay and he doesn't have a kill spell.
We will not fail.
It's pretty big. But he has to block.
Noxus will rise.
The attack here, we're gonna overwhelm if he yeah. Oh gosh. Oh god, what are you doing? That's gonna be enough, I think.
Noxus never dies.
Yeah. We're not expecting the recall there, so.
Ready.
That's enough. Oh well. We did a valiant effort for most of everything. We're only like 100 away from that. So I'll try and finish that off stream. But a lot of fun today. We're actually, you know, pretty close to having a golden chest as well. Actually not pretty close, but like we're getting there. We will probably get a lot of experience whenever we open our vault, and that'll be tomorrow because I think, let's see, the vault, yeah, unlocks in 9 hours from now. So it's probably a good idea to like save the daily quests that you get tomorrow, unless you want to try and push the daily quest towards a higher vault. You know, otherwise it's easier to get past it. So anyway, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun playing this. This deck, I think, could be potentially pretty good. We just need to refine it just a little bit. There's some cards that I would like more of and some maybe less. So I don't know. We have to fine tune it a little bit, but I think it could work out pretty well. If you guys have any deck ideas that you'd like to see, or if you want to see more of this game, let me know. I'm really enjoying this game, so we'll see if we play any more on stream. And if I do, I'll of course put it up on YouTube, just like this video as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week and a great night. And we'll see you guys next time. Later.